I can't get any better lighting right now in my parents' room, so
That's okay. That's funny that we're usually complaining about like no sun, but we're in the
mm,
part of the year where there is sun and you can't get lighting. That's hilarious.
yeah. Well, also too, where I have to plug up is not near a window, and I didn't realize it until like 2 minutes ago, and I was like, you know
Mm.
what? We're doing it.
That's okay. We'll make do.
Oh, it's so good to see you.
Oh my God, this month. This month has just tried my patience
It
on
has
so many
been,
levels.
it has been a month, and I know you probably laughed so hard when I texted you earlier in the week, and I was like, hey, guess who like overscheduled herself? Never be me.
How'd it go?
It went really well.
That's
We had a
good.
good time. Everybody came, everybody stayed.
Mm.
Yeah, and I was like, not trying to kick anybody out, but got it. But also my parents could take care of it because it's technically their house. So
That's true.
yeah, no, I mostly just like my social battery is the problem now.
Oh,
But
oh yeah, you've seen me after Archer's birthday parties. I'm
yeah,
like,
like now and like talking to you is not like obviously gonna do too much, but I just need to go home and like kind of just sit in silence and like enjoy, you know what I mean? They're just like,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
but yeah, no, it was a great time. My sister loved it. We have to do gifts and stuff after this because she didn't want to open in front of everybody, which
I mean, fair. I mean, it's her party. She gets to do what she
well,
wants.
yeah, like the problem is like she's not like you know how like sometimes you don't feel good in like the first trimester and then it gets better. It just hasn't
Mm.
gotten better for her. And she's like, I don't want to be opening gifts and then need to go throw up. And I'm like, fair dude.
Aw,
You know what I mean? Like that would be so
that sucks. I never had like morning sickness with Archer.
Ooh.
I just had like food aversions, like the smell of something would make me nauseous,
Yeah.
or things that I loved to eat before I got pregnant, I couldn't stand once I got pregnant. That's how I found out I was pregnant because we were at like Olive Garden and I got like the most simple thing. I think it was like a 5 cheese tortellini or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it tasted awful. I mean, just straight up trash in my mouth. And I remember because it was like, I think it was Veterans Day.
Yeah.
And so it was me, Paul, and then we had made friends with one of our apartment neighbors, and her name was Jessie. And
Yeah.
so she she had like I think a toddler at the time, and she just looks at me and she goes, "Dude, you're probably pregnant." And I go, "Oh shit, we need to go get a pregnancy test." And sure enough,
Yeah.
so
Sure enough, here you are, a mom.
Archer wanted to know, and it's okay, you can tell me to mind our own business. Uh, but he wants to know if they know if it's a boy or girl.
No.
They're not finding out. Oh, okay, sweet.
Yeah, we're all
Surprise.
finding out when the baby shows up.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll let him know.
And if they do know, they haven't let any of us know that they know.
Mm,
Yeah, but my sister really does like want it to be like a true surprise. And I'm like, that's crazy, I feel like. But like, because I would need to know at a certain point. But yeah,
mm,
no. But I wore my blue dress today because I am team boy. So
okay.
yeah.
I mean, we'll find out eventually.
Yeah, I mean, eventually we will find out in July, of course, because that's the baby needs to be in my birth month.
I mean, my due date was July 4th, so
That's crazy. She's due as of right now, July 14th.
summer's gonna be busy.
Oh my, it's gonna be probably one of like the busiest summers I've had in a very long time.
Like I said, you can come here for like a couple of days and just chill.
Yeah, honestly, that's probably my plan. Like, I'll come visit, hang out, and then July is just like I'm just not traveling anywhere and starting in July simply because, like, baby can come
Right.
at any.
Yeah.
So, and we're going down to my mom and I are going to go down and spend a couple weeks just like
Mhm.
cooking, cleaning, helping out
Yeah.
where we can just to like help with the transition. So,
Yeah, that's what I told Archer. I was like, I don't know if you will come at like your normal time because that's pretty close. And so I was like, and I'm pretty sure she will be with her sister for at least a week or two after, just
Yeah.
to like be there to so that the sister can focus on baby and like healing, and it's just in that little bubble.
Yeah. So like
So
that way she can do like the fun part of it, and then like I'll just take care of like the other side of stuff for her. That
yeah,
way, because you want like she's struggled her whole pregnancy. So the hope is like once the baby's here, it's a little bit, she gets to enjoy that time. So
yeah.
yeah.
All right. So we are here to discuss the book of the month, which is His Tesoro by Amelia Rossi.
Mm-hmm.
Um, which I can't remember if this is her pen name or if the other one is her pen name, but we have read both.
Yes, we have, and I can never remember which one's the pen name, to be honest with you.
Hang on. Um, oh, it says I have books out under my other pen name, Amelia Emerson. So they're both pen names.
Oh,
But
okay. Okay. Love
I'm,
that.
yeah, it's not the first time an author has had multiple pen names.
Mm-mm. I know some authors, like I know one of them had like two or three at one point, and I was like,
Mhm.
dang, how do you even manage that? But I guess it makes sense
Yeah.
if you like to write in like different
Yeah.
genres or like styles. So like I can get that.
Yeah, so Amelia Rossi is like her darker, like mafia pen name, I believe.
Mhm.
And then Amelia Emerson is her Omega Verse pen name.
She's about to release another, isn't a pack for summer coming?
Um,
Or is she doing a pack for
well, I know she did a pack for autumn. And then so she that series is there's two different authors.
yeah.
I don't know if she did a pack for summer. I know a pack for winter is Eliana Lee.
Yeah, I think she did the first one, and then I want to say she's doing 1 and 3, and the other one's doing 2 and 4.
So she could be doing autumn and spring, and then Eliana
Yeah.
Lee did winter and summer.
Okay, that makes sense. I was like, I feel like I saw somebody post about it releasing though, and I was like, it has to be soon.
Maybe, I don't know. And I could be wrong. They could be, instead of flip-flopping.
Listen, I just want the rest of the series, so whoever
Yeah.
wants to write it and release it, do it for me.
So to go over the normal like trigger warnings and stuff. This book has ableism and internalized ableism.
Mm-hmm.
The female main character, she was raised in a ableist environment. Her father is awful, and so she's kind of, when she marries Mateo, she's going through like kind of an unlearning situation where she's like learning to love her body, or at least respect it and be thankful for what it does do for her. Um, because she has Ehlers-Danlos syndrome.
Yes,
Uh,
Alexander's, yeah.
and it's hypermobile Ehlers Danlos syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
And so she uses mobility devices like a wheelchair. There's also another one that she
Using her own
uses.
walker, I
Um,
believe, or something to that effect.
right. And then she also uses support for like her joints and stuff for her EDS to prevent them from popping out of place. Um, and I think that's it. I could be wrong. But anyways, so ableism, internalized ableism, perceived other woman drama. There's
Mm-hmm.
no other woman, it's just perceived.
Yep.
Violence, gore, threats of sexual assault, emotional and physical abuse by parents. There's kidnapping, mention of past animal cruelty. It's very brief and it's not on page. description of upsetting past sexual experience, conversations of sex trafficking, and descriptions of torture.
Mm-hmm.
That's I think I got that from the author's list in the book. So
Yeah,
if
that
there's
sounds
any
very similar too, because I went and looked it up. Ooh, I think I finished the audio like late last night, early this morning. So
cool.
I want to say I went back and looked, and that's all I remember being on the list.
Yeah. And usually when an author has a pretty significant list, I don't, unless it's like glaring, I tend to not notice if something's missing from that list.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the what to expect, again, there's chronic illness and disability rep. It's mafia, age gap. It's a pretty significant age gap. She's 21 and he's 38.
Mm-hmm.
There's arranged marriage, there's praise and light degradation, there's spanking, rope bondage, hurt slash comfort. There is cock warming. I'm trying not to say that too loud because,
Because of nosy kids.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
um, there's grumpy sunshine and the best and cutest service dog named Noodle.
Oh my God, I was obsessed with Noodle. Oh my gosh. And of course, I have a pup of my own, but I was still so obsessed with Noodle.
hmm I love that his name is Noodle.
I know it's honestly the best.
um, you just said it, but the form that I read as well was the audio. It was dual narration.
Yep.
I gave the audio a 3.5 to 4. There was nothing bad about it. It's
No.
just it's about as good as dual can be.
Yes.
Um, I think Teddy Hamilton did the
Mhm.
voice of Mateo.
He did.
Um,
He did. That's why the narration didn't slap for me because when the girl was doing it, I was like, "Oh, it's not Teddy. Whatever." Like, let me be clear. Like, she wasn't
fair.
bad, and like I enjoyed it, but like y'all had Teddy Hamilton. Come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, let's see. Favorite character, I put Sophia for the main character, and then I had to put Noodle
Yeah.
as like a side character.
I want you to know I'm contemplating putting him as my favorite character simply because, like, but I was like, no, it needs to be an actual like human being. But I do agree with you.
Mm.
I really loved her. She was wonderful.
She she had a pretty good character arc and like character growth because in the beginning she's like so scared and timid because again of the way that she was raised, if you want to
Mhm.
even call it that, because it seemed like she could never go out in public because her father was embarrassed
Yeah.
by her because he thought having a chronically ill, disabled daughter made him look weak. Um, ridiculous, obviously, but
Insanely ridiculous. We hate him.
um, yeah, spoiler, he's my least favorite character.
Spoiler, we despise him. Thank you so much.
um, but she's like confined to, she doesn't even have free roam of her childhood home. She is confined to her bedroom and like maybe like the hallway
Yeah.
of that room. And
That was
she's
heartbreaking.
denied like sorry.
No, you're fine. It was heartbreaking. I was just telling you it was heartbreaking. Continue. She was
Oh, yeah.
denied what?
She was pretty much her entire life she was denied proper medical treatment to the point where her sister had to break into a store and steal a wheelchair for Sophia because her father denied any sort of medical equipment, medical assistance, medical treatment,
Mm-hmm.
anything. Um, and so she's kind of learned to live in this state of like under the bare minimum.
Yep.
And so to go from that to um, Mateo eventually, once he finds out, uh, immediately setting her up for like a custom wheelchair appointment, getting
Mhm.
her seen to a doctor, and like having that doctor be readily accessible for anything and everything that Sophia could possibly need. You know, be that medication, Noodle, the service dog, to help her when she can't maybe get herself up and she needs medication. The dog can go get the medication bag for her.
Yeah.
And she's learning not only to accept that help
Mhm.
from others, but also to kind of like be okay accepting it for herself. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like when you go from an under bare minimum situation like that to having everything that you could need at your fingertips like that, it can be a little uncomfortable.
Oh, for sure. It's like, and
And
I think that for her, it's like a lot of it too was her just feeling weird about somebody offering her more than the bare
Mhm.
minimum. And it wasn't necessarily like, there were aspects of like, she's like, no, I want to feel like I can do this for myself. But
Mhm.
a lot of the time she was just like, okay, but if I accept this, what does that mean now? Like, if I say yes, like, what happens now? Because, like, so much of her previous life was tied to, I don't want to say like punishments, but like if she did something that like her dad didn't like what that looked like on the other side. And she's like,
Mhm.
it's just probably not worth it to ask for help. And so, like, her kind of getting used to the fact that Mateo's like, no, like, we're gonna get you a wheelchair that actually works, and like we're gonna do these things for you because that's what should have been done the whole time.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, but I get her hesitance in the beginning because she's like in a new situation. I mean, mafia situation, but a new situation. She's been held back and like sheltered for so long that, and it wasn't even sheltered for like her safety. It was sheltered because like he was just a shitty person.
Yeah.
Ugh, that guy.
Um, yeah, so my least favorite character was her dad. Spoiler alert, he died, thank God.
Yeah, I didn't like him, and then a sub person I didn't like was obviously Domenico. That's his name, right? Whoever ended up being the stupid traitor. I feel like it starts with a people call him Dom, and all I could think about was S.J. Tilly's Dom, but like this guy wasn't S.J. Tilly's Dom. He was actually a piece of shit.
It's, yeah, Domenico.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was Dominic or Domenico, but yeah, no, I didn't like him either. So he's like, I sub hate him.
Oh yeah,
But
for
that
sure.
felt too. But I mean, both of these felt like really obvious people that like you should hate because I think I hated the dad more though because of number one how he treated her and how like hateful he was to her like over a disease that was given to her genetically. So like sir, that came from you or whoever her mom was, right? It could have been her mom, but like that came from one of y'all. Like there's nothing she can do about that. It's not like she went out, made a poor choice and ended up being like injuring herself or something like that. Like she's literally born like that.
Yeah.
I can't
Which
get past
which
that.
still wouldn't have.
No, it still wouldn't have been okay. But like, sir, like she was born with it. There's literally what? And then I hated too that he made her feel small for being emotional.
Oh yeah.
I hated that because like I'm not, I'm not an overly emotional person, but like I have people in my life that I care for who are very emotional and like I don't like when people make them feel less than because like they express things differently. Like that makes me so mad.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but if I was in her position, I probably would be an emotional bitch.
Oh yeah.
With what she's dealing with on a daily basis, no, catch me crying myself to sleep. Just because I'm in pain. You know what I mean? Like not even
Yeah.
because I'm like woe is me, but like why do my hips act like this? Like why does my knee like you know what I mean? Just like oh man, my blood pressure is raising. Like they were making me so mad.
Yeah. And I mean, obviously there's also some periods throughout this book where and it's valid, she is so angry with her body for not being able to do certain things.
Yeah.
And again, totally valid. And I'm sure many chronically ill people
Well,
have those moments. They have to.
yeah, because it's like a lot of the
That's
time,
normal, you
yeah, a lot
know?
of the time you see people like who are chronically ill who do go through a lot of stuff. Like they're just like, they're like, oh, I don't want to be like a nuisance or like minimize their pain or whatever. But like there has to come a point where like some days you're just like, God, why is it like this? Like why does it hurt to like get up and walk to the kitchen, right? Because she had scenes where like it like her hips and her knees hurt so badly that like moving just from her bed to the kitchen was like almost too much for her.
Yeah.
And that is just, I was like, oh, and I'm sitting here being like, oh, I'm not emotional, but I'm about to start my lady time. So I literally was just like, oh my God, I hate this for her. She was like hurting my feelings, like not in a bad way, but just like in a this is so sad way.
Yeah.
What? Okay. My dad has to put his eye drops in because he has an ulcer in his eye. So yeah, in case you were wondering, I didn't know you could get an ulcer in your eye. Thought they were reserved for your stomach.
Yikes.
Yeah, but no, it was. I mean, I understood because a lot of people. I was reading reviews, and you know, I shouldn't do that. But I was reading reviews, and some people were like, "She's just so whiny," and I'm like,
See, that shit pisses me off. Okay, like it's the same thing when someone calls a a character who has depression whiny.
and I'm just like, no, she's not. Like, she's chronically ill, and she's just fucking
She's
tired of being ill.
she is allowed and she is valid in feeling all of these different emotions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that like it truly sent me. I was just like, no. But then I had to get off Goodreads because like that's where it was. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna stop reading reviews because all this is gonna do is make me mad. And like I
Yeah.
don't need to do that. But yeah, no, really did. They were just like, oh, she just whined a lot about not feeling well. And I was like, no shit.
I would be
The same book I read?
I that you can just tell when people have no sympathy.
Mm-mm. You can just tell when people like only think about how things could affect them versus like how other people can be affected by certain things. Or like you can just tell people like are not chronically ill because they're like, oh, this person's whiny. If my knee dislocated randomly, I feel like I would be the same way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not my parents carrying on a full conversation outside their bedroom and I said, I just need like 45 minutes where nobody needs me. And then my dad said, I need my eye drops.
That's how Archer is sometimes, and that's why I had to say cock warming so quietly. Like,
Oh my
listen,
gosh.
he's currently sleeping in this guest bedroom because,
He's not feeling well still.
well, no, we bought him, he asked, okay, listen, he's turning 13
That's crazy.
in June. Okay, I'm about to have a teenager on my hands, and he came to me last week and he said, "Mom, I want a different bed." Like when you just enter that new phase of life
Yeah.
and you want to go from like a kiddie room to
Yeah.
a big boy, like teenager.
Mm-hmm.
So we got him a queen size bed
Yeah.
and a different frame and stuff. And so it's arriving, the frame is arriving either Monday or Tuesday, and the mattress is coming on Wednesday, I think. And so
Yeah.
we've just been using the weekend time to clear everything out of his room. So that way, all we have to do when the frame arrives is take down the bunk bed
Yeah.
and then build the frame and stuff. So
Yeah.
he's
That's the perfect.
yeah, we had to go through like, I swear to God, like 1,000 squishmallows to figure out what he wants to keep.
Honestly, that was my first thought. I'm like, what is he gonna do with all his squishmallows?
Bro, I've thrown away, not, we have a different pile for if, okay, he has a pile for keep.
Yeah.
He has a pile for sell or donate that didn't have like any rips or stains or anything on it. And then the rips and stain ones
Yeah.
were tossed. And I swear to God, I have like 7 bags of stuffed animals, not just squishmallows, but just stuffed animals
Yeah.
that have to be thrown in the trash.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, so that's what's going on. So
That's
he can't like go chill in his room. I mean, he can, but there's his creature comforts aren't there right now. They're
they
in
will be
here.
back soon though. Yeah, they'll be back soon.
Yeah. Um, so that's why I'm talking quietly because he doesn't have the entertainment in his room right now,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't put it past him to be standing at the door. So, um, favorite scenes.
Okay.
Oh,
I
sorry.
have my do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
I have two.
Okay. So my favorite scene, this is gonna sound like really backwards, so like stick with me. My favorite scene, it really stuck with me, probably because it was kind of the first time I think that Mateo realized that like he had more than just like I don't know, like an interest, and maybe he was like beginning to care about her, but it was the first time like Angelo took her out and they were going to do something, and there was a shootout that happened, and like he had Romeo drive him like super fast to get there or whatever. And like obviously she had Noodle and Angelo, but he was just like he rode home with her and like he was with her the whole time, like caring for her, and was like wouldn't leave her side because and like in his point of view, he's just like yeah, no, like I think I'm obsessed with her. I think we've turned a corner here. And so like for me it was kind of just like that first moment where he was like, damn, I might actually like my wife.
um, I think it was Angelo. He was also one of my favorite side characters.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I think the first scene is obviously the bathtub scene. I really enjoyed that. It wasn't even sexual in nature. It was just intimate. Like she was in so much pain, and he was like, "What can I do to help? What do you need?" And she said, when my body just aches and hurts like this, a really hot bath helps." And not only did he like they had never, I don't think they had done anything up until that point. They might have kissed, um, but they hadn't been intimate together.
Nope.
Um, and so it was like the first time that they were seeing each other naked. But like, not only did he run her a bath and
Yeah.
help her into the tub, but then he also got in the tub with her in case he was needed.
Mm-hmm.
And it was this really, in my opinion, it was like a really powerful, intimate, like little bubble moment.
Yeah.
Um, and then the other favorite was just it made me like smile because she was Sophia was just having a blast, and you could just tell. It was when she got her, I think it was when she got her new wheelchair, and
Yes.
her and Angelo were racing each other. Like
Yeah.
he was in her old wheelchair, and they were racing each other up and down the hallway.
Yep. And
And it
then
was just
Mateo
one of
shows
those
up and he's
moments.
like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah, it was one of those moments where she was like allowed to be like a little goofy and
Mm-hmm.
just have be carefree and have fun, and I just love that moment.
Yeah, that
But
was
yeah.
so cute. I also like just like in general loved how excited everybody, like Mateo's group, like was just really excited for her to like explore more in the kitchen because like cooking and baking was a big deal for her.
Mm.
And when she came, like she realized like, oh my gosh, like I can do all this stuff freely, and just like kind of how supportive everybody was. Like, oh yeah, we'll be your taste tester, like all this kind of stuff. So like I really liked that like that also too was something that she was able to do.
Yeah, I'm excited for Mateo's sister's book.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm pretty sure. So I went on last night. I'm
Hmm.
pretty sure she's the next one, I want to say, if I remember the order correctly. But then there's another book coming out, and I didn't see a blurb for it. And I'm like, ooh, who gets a book?
Let's see.
So,
His Juliet, which is the sister, and then it's Juliet and Romeo. Oh, of course.
I'm so excited.
And then the third one is his Empress, which is supposed to be coming out in April of this year.
Yup.
That's Sienna and Dimitri.
Dimitri's the brother. Well, stepbrother. Right?
I can't remember, bro. Uh, Isn't Dimitri Sophia's brother?
Yeah, he's the stepbrother that ended up overthrowing the dad.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the new Pokken for the
I
Russians.
listened to this at the beginning of the month, so
I know. Like, how
it's
about
been a
this? Like,
while.
listen, for all the people out there, I'm always the one who reads it, like, at the very end of the month, right before we do our live show, and Jess always reads it. And then I'll be like scrolling through stories, and she's like, starting our book club pick. And I'm like, this fucking bitch over here.
I want
Oh,
to make sure that I have it done.
I know, I know. And I will for April and May, I'll read them earlier just because like it's just stupid crazy at work right now because like I'll need to be like ahead of the curve.
Yeah. So favorite quotes. I have one for like my monthly wrap up, so I won't share that. Um, but another one is um it's almost at the very end.
Mhm.
Um, and I think it's in like one of the isn't there like three different epilogues or something?
Yeah, I was like, okay. But also too, I wasn't mad about it because I enjoyed the book. So
Oh, okay. So it's they each have their own like little epilogue. Um, but in one of those, I think it's like he takes her to the beach because that was like on her list of things that she's always wanted to do.
Mhm.
Um, and she says, I just can't believe we're actually here. I can't believe this is my life. Thank you for giving it to me. And he said, don't thank me ever. You deserve everything. And she replied, and that's what you've given me. So sweet.
I chose the one I married you for an alliance. I stayed with you because I couldn't breathe without you.
Mm,
Sir.
yeah, that's a good one.
I was like, ah! I remember just being like,
All right.
I don't know.
So
There's one in the beginning, and I can't remember it, but like she was having a moment about her condition, and like he made just like this very profound statement of like basically like he didn't give a fuck because it was a part of who she was, and like he likes who she is. I just
mm,
don't know the exact wording, but just know it was that vibe.
yeah.
Yeah,
Um, so I think we've already established that we're going to continue the series at some point.
absolutely.
Um, I gave it 4 stars,
Hmm.
and then for the spice, I gave it 3.5.
So for me, I gave it 4 stars because like do I understand why he allowed himself to be swindled into the situation of the traitor? Yes, I understand why. I just didn't love how he allowed himself to get angry enough that he physically put her into an environment that like was difficult for her illness. And that's where I
Yeah,
had beef with him.
I think they're just for the seriousness of what happened
Yeah.
and the state that she was left in
Yep.
and the state that she came out of in,
Mhm.
there was not nearly enough groveling.
No. I feel like there could have been so much more.
Yeah. Oh, another one of my favorite scenes was when she like just starts popping popping people and he just like looks at her in awe and she's like, I told you I could shoot.
Yeah, I was just so like I loved the fact that she got to be so much of like a badass with that because she kept saying like no, like I need to go to the range, like I need to
Hmm.
keep my skill sharp, and they're like yeah. She's like no, like I really do, like somebody should take me, and then she was like whop 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 whop, whop. And he was like
Yeah, so
oh
she said, don't worry, I won't think less of you even though you're a way worse shot than me. And he says, he just looks at her and he goes, you're magnificent. And she just goes, I know.
And I was like giggling in like the best way with that because I'm like, no, this is actually perfect.
It was like one of those moments where like outside of baking and stuff where
Mm-hmm.
she showed like true confidence in
Mm-hmm.
herself. Like she knew she had the ability to just pop asses, and
Yeah.
she did.
And I love that she did it. And I love that she got that moment to just be like, and I said what I said.
Yeah. Okay. April. We
Yeah,
are we did Mafia March, and now we're gonna do Alien April.
we are.
I don't know, have you read this author before?
I want to say I read her back in what year is it? 2026. I read her back in like 2020, 2021. So it's been a hot minute.
She is known for Why Choose.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Not necessarily dark, but definitely there are some of her Why Choose that is dark.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I don't know. I just never picked up her book, but then I found out that she came out with a Why Choose Alien.
Yes.
Now you have my attention.
Because like I know that they're out there, but I don't know of many why choose aliens. So I was like, wait a second. Like,
Yeah.
because I had seen it, and then when we were going through and we were trying to figure it out, and then you mentioned it, I was like, oh wait, no, that should have been our first choice.
Right. And I've heard pretty great things about it. So
Mm-hmm.
we're talking about Pheromone by C.M. Stunich, I'm pretty sure is how it's
Mm-hmm.
pronounced.
Yeah.
Um, I'm excited to start this one for sure.
I cannot
Because
wait.
I love an alien, and I don't think I've read. I think the only one I've read so far this year is when I started my year off with I think it was Resistance by Etta Pierce.
Okay.
Um, because I
I've
tend to
read I've read
go ahead.
one. I think I read one of the I'm really determined to try and finish the Ice Planet Barbarians
Mm.
movie. I mean not movie, book series. So I've read one of those. So I'm actually slacking in the alien romance department right now.
Um, yeah, I've only read one Alien, and again, that was Resistance by Etta Pierce. So yeah, I needed some alien love in my life, and now I get to read. I don't. This is this my first Why Choose Alien?
Yeah. It's my first why choose alien for sure.
Yeah, because like you said, normally there's just like one love interest in an
Mm-hmm.
alien because they tend to be really territorial, right?
Yep, they do.
Um,
And it's like a
yeah.
lot of the times it's a fated mate situation too.
Mm.
So I'm interested to see it in a why choose environment. Like, is it still considered fated mates, or like what's the workaround? I guess is where my brain's going.
I wonder if it's like a found family situation, and so like
Oh,
they have like a brother bond
yeah,
or something like that,
that's a
and
good one.
then they all like mate with her. I don't.
Yeah,
I know nothing about this book other than the fact that it's alien and it's what I choose. So I'm going in blind.
that is actually how we chose it
Yeah.
for sure. We were like, absolutely, this is what we're doing.
Are you going to be good for the last Saturday of April?
Yeah, I've double checked my schedule this time around.
Good job.
I've double checked my schedule this time around, and I am not booked the last weekend of April.
Nice.
Yep. So I will be good for that Saturday. Yes. I mean, it still worked out today. It
It
just
did.
different environments and all of that, but got to jazz it up every once in a while.
Let me go get Archer
Okay.
so he can say hi. Archer. No, don't be rude. Come on. Do you want to come say hi?
He doesn't have to, like.
My room.
Your temporary room.
I'm placing physical smell back.
That's fine. Hey.
What?
Not my pillows.
This is my room for now, so.
Oh my word.
Oh, my room.
Well, it's gonna be my room when I come and visit.
Yeah.
So,
Well, my room's under construction.
Yeah, but it's like a good construction, though. Love that for
Yeah.
you.
But it's like I'll show you what it looks like right now. I'm
Okay.
taking a phone.
A little tour. All right.
A field trip.
A field trip.
Right now, I just see the ceiling. So.
Yeah, this is what it looks like right now.
Oh wow.
Very empty, except
It
myself,
is.
of course.
Yeah, except for the shelves, obviously. But
Yeah.
yeah, no. And it's just gonna fit in the same spot that your bed is now.
Yeah, but the feet are gonna face the TV.
Oh, that'll be nice for when you're watching TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
very annoying right now, so.
Yeah, I can imagine because you'd have to like lay a specific way or like turn, and if you don't want to do that, yeah. And then to like having it face that way would be really nice.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Put it back on.
love that.
So this is my room for right now.
Oh, Archer, to answer your question, they don't know if it's a boy or girl. It's gonna be a surprise when it comes
Oh,
out.
so it's like a gender reveal?
Not a gender reveal at birth.
Yeah, like literally, we'll find out once the baby's in the world.
So the mother doesn't even know.
Nope.
Oh.
Yeah.
Some people prefer it that way, Archer.
Yeah, I have never like. I've never been a part of something like this, so it's been interesting to like not know. And then I wore a blue dress today, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, do you know it's a boy?" And I was like, "No, it just was a Winnie the Pooh theme and like blue like the sky." Is what my thought process was. So
Yeah, the baby's Winnie the Pooh.
yeah, so like I was like, I don't know, like, but no, my sister doesn't even know, so it'll be a fun surprise in July because she's due in July.
Yeah.
All right. Can you say bye so we can continue with our day?
Bye.
Bye. I'll see you next month.
Yep. See you in April.
Okay.
Next month.